Welcome to a 1-hour juicy Hatha flow class. Let's meet on the floor in a comfortable seat. Bring your thumb and index together, palms facing down for more grounding energy today. And let's just take a moment here to soften into the first position. Release all your weight into the earth and gently rise up through the crown of your head. Sit up tall. Feel into the space behind your sternum as you inhale. And feel the dropping of your lower belly and a slight lifting of Mula Bandha at the end of your exhalation. Feel the air against your skin and just open up to the present moment. Bring the hands together into Anjali Mudra. And let's open the class with one Om together. Take a full inhalation. Exhale everything out. And inhale for Om. Bow down to your heart, open your eyes, and let's meet on the back. Draw both knees into your chest, curl up into a little ball, and take a couple of resting breaths there. Bring the awareness into your hips. Let your sacrum sink down towards the floor. And then keep the right knee in the chest, extend through the left heel. Already start cultivating a balanced breath. Same length of every inhalation and exhalation with a soft ujjayi breath in the back of the throat. Switch the legs, left knee into the chest, extend through the right leg. Keep your right thigh engaged. Pull the toes up towards your face, left foot relaxed. And then come into full happy baby pose. Hold on to the outer edges of your feet. Draw the knees closer towards your armpits. Release the shoulders down towards the floor and send the tailbone down towards the floor as well. Steadiness in the breath. Extend the left leg out. Stay in half happy baby on the right. Left hand coming onto your thigh, pressing it down for a straight leg as good as you can. Switch sides. Left leg in happy baby and right leg extended out. Feel the breath in your lower abdomen. The opening of your left inner groin. And then slowly bring the hands underneath your hips and slowly release the legs down. Inhale them up and use a little bit of momentum to lift your sacrum off the floor at the top of your exhalation. These movements are quite fast. We just want to bring a little bit of engagement into the core. Exhale down, inhale up. Couple of more. And then last one, keep the legs up, lift the shoulders off the floor, palms facing up, arms parallel to the floor, and suck the belly in. Feel the strength in your core. And then slowly roll down. Place the feet right in front of your sit bones, hold on to your ankles or touch your heels, and inhale, lift the hips up. Either stand there with the hands, or if you want, clasp the hands and press the fist firmly into the floor. Press into the feet, engage your hamstrings, the glutes, lift the chest up. Lift the hips up even higher. Press, breathe, relax in the pose as good as you can. And then slowly lift the heels up to come down. Draw the knees into the chest and roll up into standing for Utkatasana. Straighten the back, lift the chest. Send the knees a little bit further back. And exhale, forward fold. Open the feet hip distance width apart and catch the opposite elbows. Swing them from side to side. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs. And then hook your thumbs behind the back. And with your next exhalation, slowly bring the arms behind your head towards the floor. Pull the thumbs apart from each other to open the shoulder blades. Find your steady breath. And then bend the knees. Switch the hook of your thumbs and slowly start straightening again. Maybe by now you have your legs already straight. Definitely elbows straight. Pulling the thumbs apart and the fingers away from you. And then inhale. Come back into your chair. Palms facing. Look down the nose. Keep a long neck. Weight into the heels. Inhale into standing. Look to the thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring the feet together. And then inhale. Lift the arms up, look to the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, tuck the chin. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step both legs back, lower down onto knees, chest, chin. Come into cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. And then swing your right foot to the outside of the left foot and lower down both heels. Press the right hand firmly into the floor and stretch your right side body. Feel the stretch from your armpit all the way to your right hip bone. And then slowly bring all the weight into your left arm and lift the right arm up and extend. Look up into the palm. Press the floor away with the left arm. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot to outside of right foot. Lean over to the left side. Press your left hand firmly into the floor and stretch. And then slowly bring all the weight into your right arm. Lift your left arm up. Look into the palm. Press the floor away. Lift the hips up. Press firmly into the feet. And then slowly exhale down. Come to high plank for a moment, and then with your next exhalation, Chaturanga Dandasana or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Take a moment there. Press firmly into the feet, lift the knees off the floor. Hold the position for a couple of breaths. Pull the chest through. Face is relaxed. And then slowly exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up into the sky. Start bending your right knee. Bring your right foot closer to the left sit bone. Lift your knee up a little bit higher towards the sky and ground through your left heel. In a moment, we're going to flip it over. So come onto the outer edge of your left foot. Lower the right foot down behind you and then inhale, swing the hips up, reach with the hand, maybe tap the floor just for a moment. And come back to downward facing dog. Let's do this on the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the knee. Bring your foot closer to the opposite hip. Reach the knee up. Ground the heel down. Press both hands firmly into the floor. And then come onto the outer edge of your right foot. Flip the other foot behind you and then inhale, swing the hips up. Left arm reaching down, maybe touching the floor. And slowly come back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Step in between the hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up, palms touch. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, look up, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to high plank. Lower down, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and step it forward. And come into warrior 3, hands to heart. Press through the back heel, lift the chest up, both legs straight and active. Start bending your standing leg, step your left leg back. Inhale, high lunge, look up. Exhale, twist your right side, right arm reaching back, left arm forward. Sink deep into your front knee, lift the belly away from the thigh. And then inhale, reach the arms above the head. Exhale, clasp the hands behind you and lower the left knee down. Open the chest, trace your knee with the fist. And then slowly bring your left foot into your left sit bone. Level the hips, level the shoulders. Chest is lifted and then maybe look over the right. We're moving into mermaid low lunge pose. So you can either hold it here or if you want to give it a go, hook your left foot into your left elbow and bring your right elbow up, interlace the fingers, chest is lifted. And keep pressing into your right big toe mound for a little bit more balance. And then exhale, let go, shift the weight back into Ardha Hanumanasana half split. Front leg is engaged, pull the toes towards your face. Belly to the thigh, steady breathing. Inhale, lift up, bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. Open the chest, keep a straight back, lift the back heel up as high as you can. You can stay there or maybe lower down onto your elbows, maybe even bringing your right hand to the outside of your right foot and interlace the fingers on top of your foot. Take a few deep breaths here. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do next. It's going to be Ekapada Kundinyasana 2. That's an option. So let's see how deep you want to go. Take an inhalation, straighten the arms. Bring your right knee to your right tricep. You can hold it there or maybe shift the weight forward and straighten both legs. Lift them up and away from the floor. Exhale, step or jump back. And then inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's try the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Step it forward. And then come into warrior 3, hands to heart. Push through the back heel, lift the chest, straighten both legs. Draw the belly in, one more breath. And then slowly exhale. Bend your standing leg, step the right one back. Inhale, high lunge, look up. Exhale, open to your left side. Left arm reaches back, right arm forward, look over your left shoulder. Lengthen the spine, sink a little lower into the knee. And then inhale, look forward, arms up. Exhale, clasp the hands behind the back, lower down your right knee, chase the knee with the fist, open the chest. Let go of the fist. Prepare to catch your right foot. Draw it closer to your right sit bone. Level your shoulders, level the hips, lift the chest up. Maybe look over the left shoulder and close your eyes. That's a deep stretch for your right thigh, opening for the hip. You can hold it here or come into Mermaid Low Lunge. Hook the right foot to the right elbow, interlace the fingers, open the chest. Have your torso looking straight forward, ground through the left big toe mount. Smile for the photo, and then slowly let go and exhale, come into Ardha Hanumanasana. Belly to the thigh, front leg straight and active, foot is flexed. If you like to intensify the stretch, then draw your left heel closer to your hip, pushing into the mat and back. It's a little movement that you won't even see or notice. Good, and then inhale forward, hands to the inside, hold there. Or maybe lowering down, lifting the back knee off the floor, reaching the left hand to the outside of your left foot, interlacing the fingers. Lift the back heel up so that it's right above your toes, and then lower the head down. It's a very intense posture, so come back to your breath. Keep it soft and steady. And then inhale, come up. Remember your option. You can bring your left knee into your tricep or maybe come into your arm balance. Reach through your heels and step or jump back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Catch your breath. We're going to move into a warrior 3 and Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose in a moment. When we do half moon pose, you can keep the hand on the floor or maybe even try to hover it, so not supported. Let's try. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Lift your left leg up, hands to heart, warrior 3. Next inhalation, open the arms, bring them in one perpendicular line to the floor. Stack your hips and shoulders. Remember, right hand either on the floor or hovering. Press through both heels and then exhale. Hands down, feet together, Utkatasana. Lift the chest, sink deep into your heels. Lower the hips down a bit more. And let's do the other side. Hands to heart, right leg up. Warrior 3. Next inhalation, open the arms. Stack the hips and the shoulders. Press through the heels, straighten the legs and arms. If you fall out of it, don't worry. We're going to come back to this pose. Good. And then exhale. Feet together. Forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Look down the nose, keep the neck free. And then inhale the heels up. Hold this variation. Come onto all 10 toes and then slowly sit onto your heels. They're still not touching, hands to heart. And then come into a high squat. Lower down the heels, hands in front of you, straight back. Sink the hips a little bit lower. And sit back into Navasana. Choose any variation you like to practice here. Whatever you do, come back to steady breath. Root through your sit bones, lifting through the chest and the legs. And then slowly lower down. Bend your left knee. Bring your left thigh and the right thigh into a 90-degree angle. Left foot closer to your sit bone. And then slowly walk your right hand underneath your groin and catch your heel. Your left arm can reach up or maybe even catching your foot. Deep stretch in your left side body. Try to lower down your left hip towards the floor, even though it's probably off the mat. The intention is to lower it down. And then inhale, come out of the pose. Bring the knee into one line with the right knee. Level the hips, and we're going into a Paschimottanasana variation. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale, fold forward from the hips with a flat spine. Maybe the hands are just pressing into the floor to help you keep a straight back, or if you can lower all the way down, hold on to the right wrist. Stretching out the left thigh, grounding through both sit bones. Inhale to come up. We're moving into Bharadvairasana. Bring your right foot into half lotus or press the sole of the foot against the thigh if lotus is not accessible to you. And then reach the right arm behind you, catch your big toe or place the hand to the inside of your left thigh. And with the left hand, you turn the fingers outwards towards the left and then slide and tuck your hand underneath the right knee. Press the heel of your palm firmly into the floor and use every inhalation to lift the spine and every exhalation to deepen the twist. And then inhale, look forward, release both legs in front of you. Bend your right knee so that the thighs are in a 90-degree angle. Right heel to your right sit bone. Reach underneath your hips with the left hand, catch your right ankle bone, and then reach for the outer edge of your left foot with the right hand, stretching your right side body from your elbow all the way down to your hip bone. Open the chest to the ceiling as good as you can, and breathe steady. Inhale, slowly come out of the pose. Keep the knee bent and align the knees and the hips. We're moving into our Paschimottanasana variation. Take an inhalation, lift the chest up, and then exhale to your ability, forward fold. Maybe coming all the way down, hold on to the left wrist with the right hand. There is a slight twist in this posture. The belly is reaching for your left thigh. Inhale, lift up. We're coming into Bharadvairasana, half lotus on the left. Reach for your right big toe and then slide your right hand underneath the left knee. Draw your left shoulder back as you continue twisting from your thoracic spine. Keep the lower back long and move with the breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Look down the nose. And then inhale, look forward, release the legs, and find your way into Navasana. Any variation you like to practice. Maintain a straight back, lift the chest, shoulders back and down. And then exhale, slowly lower down, but feet and shoulder blades are off the floor. Tuck the chin in and reach the arms behind you. Suck the belly to the spine and inhale up, back to Navasana. Look to the toes, relax your face. And then inhale, come onto the back. Exhale, roll up into a deep squat, hands to heart. And then inhale, reach the arms away from each other. Exhale, twist to your right, catch your right wrist with the left hand. The weight is evenly distributed in the feet, chest lifted. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center, exhale there. And then inhale, reach the arms behind you again. Exhale, catch and twist. Suck the belly to the spine, look down the nose. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe steady. Inhale, hands to heart. And then slowly come into Ardha Uttanasana. Straight legs, straight spine. Lift the chest. And inhale, lift the arms up, come into standing, and we're moving into Garudasana. Shift the weight into your left foot and then bring your right thigh across the left. Press your back foot against the calf muscle. If you want to add the arms, bring the left elbow on top of the right. Lift the elbows into one line with the shoulders. Any variation or depth, it's your practice. If you want to go a bit further, you can also curl up into a ball and press your belly against the thigh. Remember to keep the elbows lifted, steady gaze, steady breath. And then with your next inhalation breath, lift the arms up. Unfold the legs and the arms. Inhale, hands to heart. And then exhale, press through your right heel. Bring it into one line with the hip. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Strengthen your right hip flexor. And from there, come directly into tree pose, pressing your right sole of the foot against the thigh or come into half lotus. Inhale, bring the arms up above you. You can hold the position there or maybe lean over towards your right side for side body stretch. With the inhalation breath, lift up, palms together, hands to heart, and kick once more through your right heel. Soften your face and release. Let's do the other side. First, shift the weight into your right foot, find your balance, and then lift up your left leg. Swing your left thigh across your right thigh, bend the knees, sink the hips low, and if you want to add the arms, bring your right elbow on top of the left. Elbows in line with the shoulder, find your balance there, and if you did it on the other side, go ahead and lower down. Steady breathing, steady focal point. Keep squeezing the thighs against each other and your back top foot against your calf muscle. And then with an inhalation breath, let the arms guide you up. Hold Garudasana for a moment. And then straighten your standing leg. Lift the left knee up. Hands to the heart into prayer and kick through the left heel. Strong core. Engage both legs as good as you can. Draw your left inner thigh towards your right leg. And then bend your knee, come into half lotus or press the sole of the foot against the thigh. Lift the arms up with the inhalation, hold it there, or maybe stretch over to your left side. Look down the nose to one point. Lift through the fingers of your right hand and ground through your right foot. Lift the chest up to the ceiling. And then inhale, come up, press the palms against each other, find your balance. Hands to heart and kick the left heel forward. Hold it there, relax your face, lift the chest, strong legs. Lift the leg up a little higher and release. Stand in Tadasana for a couple of breaths. The feet can be even a little bit wider than hip distance width apart. Palms facing forward. And then open your eyes and step to the front of the mat. Bring the feet together. Inhale the arms up, look up. Exhale Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift out of Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, lower onto the knees. Shift the hips over the heels and pull through to up dog. Come straight to Chaturanga. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And lift your right leg up, step it forward, and come back to Warrior 3. I told you we're doing Ardha Chandrasana again. Open the palms, maybe bring the right hand down, but if you can, hover the hand above the floor. Kick through the heels, straighten both legs. Open your heart to the ceiling. Reach through the fingertips into both directions. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, feet together. And come straight into the other side. Hands to heart. Warrior 3. From there, inhale, open. Stack the shoulders and the hips above each other. Reach through the fingers towards the ceiling. Strengthen entire body. And exhale. Bring the feet together. Come into forward fold. Inhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, lower down onto the knees and find child's pose. Rest for a moment. Find stillness and softness in the body again. Inhale, lift the head up. Find downward facing dog. We're going to move into a little hip sequence. First posture is going to be humble warrior. Step the left foot out, right foot forward. Inhale to come up, interlace the fingers behind the back, lift the chest. Exhale, bring the torso in between the legs. Lower the crown of the head down towards the floor, lift the arms above the head and lower them towards the floor. Keep pushing your right knee outwards. And inhale, strengthen the front leg. Come up. And find the same position on the other side. Turn the left foot out, right foot in. Inhale to lift the chest and exhale, bend the front knee. Lower the head down. This posture requires a lot of balance, strength, and flexibility. So try to breathe steady, move slowly. Pull the fist up and away from you. And inhale slowly, come up to center. Let's find goddess pose. Place the hands on top of the thighs. Walk the feet out so that the heel and the knees are aligned. And then slowly twist from one side to the other. Feel the opening of the hips. And then slowly with the inhalation, lift the arms up. Upper arm bone right next to your ears, palms facing each other. And we're going to find Skandasana on your left side. Shift the weight over to your left foot. Press into the right heel. Just for 1 or 2 breaths. And then shift the weight over to your right side. Open the chest, lengthen the spine. And then slowly press into the feet and come up into Prasarita Padottanasana. Any variation you like to practice, I'm holding on to the heels. And then exhale, lower the crown of the head down. Spread the sit bones wide. Lengthen your spine. Straighten the legs. And bring activation into the thighs. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, slowly step back. Find Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower the knees down with the exhalation. We're going to move into headstand. If you need to find a wall, go ahead. You can move into tripod headstand or the classical version, measuring the elbows, clasping the hands, set the head down. Straighten the legs, lift the hips above the shoulders, and slowly come up. Draw the lower ribs in, find an activation in the core, and lift through the balls of the feet. Find a slight inward rotation of the thighs and come back to your steady and equal breathing. The inhalations are just as long as your exhalations. Soft Ujjayi breath. You might want to give it a go and even close your eyes and see how the awareness and the posture and the internal work here changes once you're upside down with closed eyes. Keep pressing through the elbows. Get as long as possible. Reaching for the ceiling. Last couple of breaths. Relax your fingers. And then slowly find your way out of the position. Come into Balasana for a couple of breaths. Soften your shoulders, your face, your mouth, your jaw. And just let the benefits of the posture unfold. We're going to do one shoulder opening posture to prepare ourselves for Pincha Mayurasana. Don't worry if you're not practicing forearm balance. You can come back to any variation of headstand or tripod headstand. But in any case, let's move to melted heart pose or puppy pose. Coming onto the knees, tuck your toes under. And if you want, you can hold on to the front edge of the mat and lower the chest down towards the floor. Tuck the chin or lower the forehead down, whatever is possible for your body right now. We're working on shoulder flexibility and also an opening of the upper back. Draw the belly into your spine and work on lowering down and pressing your upper arm bones closer towards the floor. The breath is steady. Just a few more breaths. Try to keep the mind steady. And then inhale, slowly come up. Let's prepare for Pincha Mayurasana, feathered peacock pose. If this forearm balance is not in your practice, don't worry, you can do some dolphin dips to strengthen the shoulders, or come back to Shirshasana, any upside down variation of your headstand, or maybe even tripod headstand. Go for it. I'm doing my first round here of Pincha, working with a block. Once you're up there, really press into the elbows and into the palms. Suck the belly in, lower ribs in, and try to find length through the balls of the feet. And I'm already coming out of this position. So don't worry if we're not practicing simultaneously. We're going to do this 3 times. And between each round, we're going to rest for a couple of long breaths in child's pose. It always helps to center the mind, to evaluate the posture, to see what we could do a little bit better, what we could refine in the next round. Something that has given me more stability in my forearm practice is when I started to really shift the weight into my fingertips. We need to press into the finger pads, also whilst we are up there, to find balance. So I'm going into my second round. This time I'm going to try to hold the position for a couple of breaths in a split variation, sending the feet away from each other. Playing with the balance. And resting again in child's pose. The next variation I'm going to practice is holding the block in a different way, hugging it from the outside and bringing the finger pads to the long edge of the front part of the block. This is activating the bicep and it's making the pose a little bit lighter, I feel. Not necessarily more stable, but it makes it lighter on the shoulders. Just try and feel how this feels for you. Really squeezing the block. Maybe it even lifts off the floor a little bit. And come out of the position. Let's all rest in child's pose. You can bring the arms behind you, holding on to the opposite elbows to open the shoulders a bit before we move into our back bending sequence. So take a couple of good resting breaths before we move on. Walk the hands forward, lift up into downward facing dog. Step the legs forward and roll onto your back. Hold on to the front of your ankles, set the feet down, hip distance width apart, right in front of your sit bones. Either keep holding on there or just touch your heels. And then with an inhalation breath, lift the hips up, press into the feet, activation in the thighs, the glutes, the hamstrings. Bring the chin slightly away from the chest. And then next exhalation, lift the heels up and lower down onto the back. We're not staying here for too long, so either prepare to repeat what you just did or set the hands underneath the shoulders and take an inhalation to lift up to Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow pose. Feet are parallel, thighs parallel, pressing firmly into the feet and the heels. Lift the hips up as good as you can, straighten the elbows. Send the chest towards the back of your mat. Spread the shoulder blades wide. Holding steady, equanimous breathing. Next exhalation, lift the heels up and lower down. Bring the feet mat distance width apart and bring the knees to the center. Rest for a couple of breaths. If you already had enough, you can come into Shavasana just for a couple of breaths. If you want to join me for a third round, just prepare mentally, catch your breath again, and then set yourself up. First the feet, then the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift up. Maybe you want to walk the hands a little bit further towards your feet for a deeper variation. Remember to really press the hips up towards the ceiling and the heart towards the back of your mat. There's a strong activation in your thighs, in the back of the legs. No squeezing of the glutes, but they are a bit active to protect your lower back. Lengthen your tailbone. And exhale, lower down. Bring the feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana. Knees out to the side and rest. Prolong the length of your exhalation breath to calm the nervous system down and to prepare for the last bit of our practice. And then slowly draw the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg forward, straighten the leg. You can keep the eyes closed here and really calm down. Change the position into half happy baby pose, holding on to the outside of your right foot, lower down the right knee and the shoulder. The left leg remains active and we're moving into Supta Padangusthasana. Catch your big toe with the peace fingers and open the leg to the right side. Look over the left shoulder. Press your right toe into the fingers as if you want to point the toes. Roll your right thigh outwards and your left thigh as well out towards the left and down for grounding energy. Inhale, lift the leg up and catch the outer edge of your foot with the left hand and draw your leg across the midline. Not too much. Just so much that you can still be grounding with both hips and that you feel a good little stretch on your glutes and maybe even the lower back. And then bend your knees and come into number shape position, holding on to the front ankle, drawing the knee into the chest. Stretching the outer hip, Keep your right foot flexed. Maybe lift the forehead to the knee for last breath. And then exhale, release. Same thing on the left side. Draw the left knee into the chest. Extend through the right leg. Drawing the knee as close in as you can. Catch the outer edge of your left foot. Half happy baby pose. Pressing the right thigh and hip down towards the floor. Left knee and left shoulder melting down towards the other side. Try to keep your heel right above the knee. And then extend the leg, catch the big toes, Supta Padangustasana. Ground your right hip and open the leg to the left. Look over the opposite shoulder and feel a deep stretch in your left inner thigh. Last breath, and then inhale up, switch the arms. Left arm comes out to the side, and then slowly bring your left leg across the midline towards the right. Again, it's not about bringing it all the way down, not at all. We want the opposite. It's a very small movement with a good effect around the glutes, the piriformis muscle. It's a very soothing stretch if you're suffering from sciatica, for example. And then let's come to number 4 shape, placing the left foot on top of the right thigh and reaching for the shin bone, drawing the right knee closer to the chest. Left foot remains flexed. Eyes are closed. Breath is steady and calm. And then bring the forehead to the knee for the last couple of breaths. And release. Hold on to both shin bones and let the knees fall out to the side. Shin bones moving forward away from you. And feel a soft opening of the space around the hips, sacrum lowering down towards the floor. Soften a little bit more into the pose with each exhalation. And then bring both knees back into the chest. Spread the arms out wide and lower both knees over to the left. Look over the right side for a reclining twist. Melt both shoulders down towards the floor. Breath and eyes are completely relaxed. Inhale back to center with the strength of your core and exhale the knees to the right. The eyes remain closed, shoulders relaxed. And then inhale the knees back up to center and prepare for Shavasana. Cover yourself with a blanket if you like. Maybe you have an eye pillow. In any case, keep the feet hip distance apart or even wider. Arms next to the body, palms facing up. Open your hair. And release all the weight and the tension into the earth. let go. Relax your eyeballs. Let them rest heavy in the eye sockets. Relax your brain. Let it become light and radiant. Relax your temples, the corners of your lips, your jaw, your tongue and the upper palate in the mouth. Your throat. And let that relaxation expand down towards your sternum and heart space. Your rib cage. The pubic bone. The pelvis. And the sacrum. Your entire spine from the bottom to the top. And then releasing all this relaxation and lightness into your arms, into each and single finger, all the way to the fingertips. And then down the legs, the back of the knees, the heels and the soles of the feet. Your toes are light, the space between the toes, spacious and relaxed, like the back body, like the front body. Let that relaxation expand into your whole body, relaxing all your cells. And then slowly start moving your fingers and your toes. Deepen your breath and stretch the arms out above the head as if you just woke up in the morning. Squeeze the ankles against each other. And then draw the knees into the chest. Curl up into a little ball. And roll over to your right side. Rest for a moment. Take your time to come up into a seat. The eyes remain closed. Move slowly with a lot of awareness. Feeling soft in the body with replenished energy. Rest your hands gently on top of your thighs. Sit up tall and let that beautiful relaxation shine into every corner of your body, bringing healing and love to yourself. With this feeling in your heart, bring the hands in front of your chest. Let's seal the practice with one Om together. Inhale fully. Bow down to yourself, and let's bow down to each other, honoring each other's light. Thank you so much for sharing your precious time with me. Namaste.